We are live, hanging with Lever. I'm here with Henry, and there's nobody else. I'm just gonna get my headphones. Yeah, I know, Empty Wallet. I got home and I can't see my Twitter all day, and all I see is all these fucking tweets to the cops and shit. More tweets to the fucking cops and stuff. They just never fucking give up. She never gives up, dude. She called me this morning at 5 and 6 in the morning. Like, who the fuck does that when she knows I have to wake up at 6:20 after 6, 6:30? Who the fuck does that, man? Who the fuck wakes up and calls somebody at 5 in the morning? Seriously, man. On a weekday. Like I'm gonna answer it and say, hi, thanks for calling me at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. You know, if you're calling me at 5 o'clock in the morning, you better be dying and a family member or dead. You know?
The other thing you can do if you get woken up like that.
It's so they wake me up. They know I can't get my full amount of sleep. It's just to harass me and to cause me issues.
Backplay. And what you do is you pick up the phone and you say, oh, man, thank you for calling. I almost overslept for work. Whoever this is, thank you so much. And hang up. You follow their mind games. You gotta, play. If they want to play mind games, play it back. And then once they see that you're hip to the game, it stops.
Well, what people don't understand is, do you really think that I get harassed by these people on Twitter all day fucking long? John the Magic Outlet. John apparently is gonna fucking report me. They won't do shit because I get harassed by him all the fucking time.
I just seen that tweet. Just tell him.
And the funny part is, I didn't even fucking slander him on Twitter. I fucking said it on my show. I said he was a pedophile, and because that's the sort of shit that they say about me. I said he was a crackhead and a fucking criminal, just to see how he took it, me slandering him, and he didn't like it very much.
Right, I even seen the tweet.
It's okay for everybody else, his friends, to slander me, but I say something and he gets really upset about it. Why are they allowed to say I got crack or got drugs in the house? Why are they allowed to say this? Like I said, they don't know. They don't see what's in my house, dude. They fucking have no idea. They're basically just calling, saying a bunch of shit, hoping that the cops are like, okay, we'll go check it out. Right? Pretty much. That's
if Twitter just, all they got to do is look at your timeline.
Right. It's called investigation. People don't understand. It costs a lot of money too for cops to show up.
Here they go. That's Pollyanna now.
Yeah, it is. It's a private number. It's her, yeah. She does it all the time. Like I said, she has no fucking life. But I don't have a life, dude. Yeah, I'm a loser with no fucking life.
I'll tell you, it's amazing how she follows you. Even one time, you like a month ago, you tweeted like you're going to battle camp. So I went on in to check you out, and she was on there. I was like, this girl is.
But she doesn't like me. She doesn't find me entertaining. She hates my fucking guts. Leave me alone then. Don't tweet me. Don't call me. Just leave me alone. Don't try to get me arrested. Leave me alone. It's simple. You don't like me, don't talk to me.
I think she's infatuated. If you ask me.
Dude, she's not infatuated. If she was infatuated, why would she be trying to ruin my criminal record? Why would she be trying to get me arrested? They're just haters who don't want me to continue doing what I'm doing. They want to scare me off of Twitter and off the internet. Right. That's what this is all about. They want me to shut down my Twitter account and quit going online. That's all. They're going to continue to do this and continue to do this, and I'm never going to shut down my Twitter. So.
And I mean this. God forbid it does happen. And God forbid it does happen. But God forbid something happens to you.
Stop. They do come here, and they do have a search warrant, and they kick in my fucking door. It's going to cost thousands of dollars.
I'm not even saying that. I'm saying God forbid something does happen with you like in a year from now. I don't wish this at all. I'm just giving you a scenario. Those people that harass you, they gotta say, God forbid you had a heart attack and passed away.
They'd be happy, dude. They'd be happy. They'd be all
because they gotta look at Gonzo, what he did with everything. You know how much regret I talked to him so many times, and how many times he tells me how much he regrets, harassing Eric the Midget now that he's dead.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, dude. Is if something happened to me, fucking, you know how fucking bad people should feel, man. If I was to go commit suicide and kill myself.
Everyone's got to look in the mirror, especially if, God forbid, something happens with your nerves and everything. That's because of them.
Well, my nerves are already fucked, dude. Why do you think I had some problems? I've been using a bit. I can't handle it, dude. It's just, it's too much. Like, I was fine and stuff until all this harassment stuff, like, until after, like, before the Stern mention, it wasn't as bad. But after I got my first and last name mentioned, I was certain all those trolls got really, really jealous and really upset, and now are going for broke. Now are basically trying to, get me arrested, get my YouTube shut down, get my Twitter shut down, because they have nothing else to do. They have nothing else to use.
It's crazy. Hey, whatever happened with Battle Camp? Did you ever get that money from them? Or
No, I haven't even gone on and tried to look. I'm gonna go check actually right now. It says I had like $1,400 or something in that account.
Yeah, no, I'm just curious.
I don't know. I'll go look. I mean, I've applied for my direct deposit a long time ago. I'm gonna say if there's nothing there now, then I'm not getting that money, man.
Yeah.
Like again, I sent them all my banking information, everything, and I have nothing that says payout.
Yeah, it's probably. I tried to talk to Corey about it. You know that kid Corey that's always on there, but you can't get no answers out of him. You know what I'm talking about? The guy who's on Kermit and Friends.
You're right. It's just people tell me it's real money. People tell me it's not.
Right, I get the same shit. Right.
Yeah, nobody seems to know, dude.
Right, it's fucking crazy. So how you doing otherwise, Ryan? Do you miss Kermit and Friends at all?
No.
You don't watch any episodes?
No.
Wow.
I quit watching.
She was talking good about you last night. I watched
it.
Yeah, she was saying how much she loves you and stuff.
Yeah, well.
No matter what.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, no, I hear it.
I still think she did what she did, and
right.
It kind of upsets me, yeah.
Funny you brought that up. She actually admitted some things last night that shocked me. She was like, I really feel bad. A lot of times I would know somebody didn't like Ryan.
See, I knew it. She was just putting somebody, trying to get me to rage and trying to piss me off and shit.
It was really shocking. And she said that she was how sorry.
So more or less, the last time that I did quit was a setup. 3 people in a row. It was a setup then. Yeah. 3 people hating me in a row. Yeah. So.
But she admitted it. She was like, she never did that.
That's surprising to me that she admitted it. But
no, seriously, watch the show.
I didn't think she'd admit it. Honestly, I thought she just let me quit and never admit it. But
no, she actually, I got to say, she
obviously didn't say, "Oh, I pushed Ryan off the show on purpose." She didn't admit to that. She probably admitted, yeah. She's never going to say that.
No, she basically admitted through her way of saying it that she was fucking with your mind and she regrets it. That's what she was basically saying.
Oh, she was fucking with me big time, dude, because she'd call me and she just told me the nicest things to tell me how talented I was. And
yeah, well,
of course I'm going to believe it. Like, and then I got other people like Johnny Frotto telling me how talented I am, but all that sort of stuff, but like I said, I have a life now. And like people said, I told people I don't have time. I can't stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning anymore. I got to wake up at fucking 6.
That's why I catch everything the next day. Like I work.
Yeah. I don't have time for that shit, man. Like I earn a real paycheck. I don't have time to sit on here like these other idiots do all day.
I hear you.
Yeah.
The hangouts are like all about what's his name now? Runs them. Bashir.
Oh yeah, Bashir. He gets all the viewers because it's all people from Permanent Friends.
Right.
Yeah, it was funny though. He got what he wanted, and remember he was trying to get me to quit doing the after show and shit. And it's funny how all after I do it, they jump and they do it right away. But I shouldn't have been doing it last year. But they jump and they do it right away.
Yeah, well, if you listen like I do, like I'm one of those guys that I'm on the outside looking in, and because you're on the air every night, so the contradictories, like everybody does it. Because you're on the air every night. Like, they're like, oh, well, Ryan made a joke. Somebody says that joke every day on the Howard Stern show. Calls up Howard and says the same thing.
I know.
Every day.
But I said it, and people were crying about it, and, it was such a big deal. Like really, like, people have it. Stern hasn't said worse things about people even than that. Come on.
Right.
I just don't see why Carrie or whatever her name is cared so much. Why she made a big deal. Oh, cried. I don't want to be on air with Ryan. I don't want to be on the show if Ryan's on the fucking show. It was an obvious try to make Elisa feel bad to get rid of me.
But I don't know if you know the news. Douche is off the show.
Yeah. Really? Hang on a second, dude. Hang on. Yeah, sorry. I just had to get a drink.
No, that's all right. And she was on she came on a Hangout, the show who she was.
Yeah.
And it was pretty wild listening to her. I thought Douche was Benji all the time. That was my thinking.
Yeah, I wasn't though.
It was some girl named Gina.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw a little bit of the Fast Year show there yesterday. So.
Yeah, did you see what happened with that Kenny Truffin?
No, what happened?
He was on the Hangout. He's a nice guy. I've talked to him a couple of times. He's from Canada. He's from up by you. He's a fisher.
Yeah.
And,
oh, wow.
I think you know him. I think you were on a Hangout with him a couple of times, Ryan. Yeah. But anyway, he's like me. He watches both of them. He watches Kermit and Friends, and then he used to go on the Hangouts late with Crystal, before she stopped. And he was on a Hangout, with Sheila Robin, and he was saying how much he loves Sheila, like joking around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the next day, Elisa called him out on it and said, well, I asked you last night when you were in the Hangout, who did you love more, me or Sheila? And she wouldn't let him get off the phone until he said that I love you more than Sheila. And then the poor guy had to go on the Hangouts with Lee and all the boys, and they all knew what happened. So it was fucking funny. It was funny. How far is your job from your house? What's the commute?
20-minute bus ride.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Half an hour bus. Well, I leave at 10. I take the bus at 10 to 7, and I get at my job at 20 after 7.
What's the bus cost, right?
$3
Man.
Away. Like, so $6 a day is what it costs me, which is actually quite a bit when you think about it, just to take the bus. $3.
Last time I took a bus, I'm not kidding you, 60 cents.
Yeah, like even back, like it just keeps on going up, dude, and going up, and every year they raise it. Eventually, it's gonna be $5 a ride. Eventually, it goes up about 10 cents a year, 10 or 20 cents a year. So, and the funny thing is the cost of living isn't low, or isn't going up. Just everything else is going up.
Well, how can Canada's economy, I think, is doing better than us.
Somewhat, yeah, in ways, yeah. In ways.
Well, we're all fucked up.
Yeah.
If we would butt out of some shit and mind our business, it wouldn't be so bad.
Right. Thank you. That's what I said. I never ever said I had anything against U.S. soldiers, What I said was I'm against the reasoning that they went to war. That's what I said. We got to remember, the whole reason that Bush pushed and Cheney pushed and everything was because Iraq had weapons of mass destruction.
No.
No, they found out he had nothing. And they even said it after. They even said he had no weapons of mass destruction. So basically they went in there, used an excuse, said he had weapons of mass destruction, captured him, so they could get access to the oil, so they could, I'm telling you, man, and same with Afghanistan. Why do you think they're still fucking in Afghanistan? The poppies, the opium.
Well, I'll tell you what, I agree with you. They needed a reason to go in. So
right, so they made one. So and the U.S. always does that. The U.S. creates a reason, and then they go in.
In 1994, Saddam Hussein put a hit out on George Bush.
Yeah.
When he was the president.
I heard about that. Yeah, and his son wanted to take him out because of that. I heard that he had a grudge. It was basically a total grudge. Basically, his dad wasn't able to get rid of him, so so they made up a reason, and they knew America would just say, okay, he has weapons of mass destruction.
Somebody tried to kill your father, and you had to get him back. Of course you're going to do it.
He'd never admit that, though. Oh, no, it was because we thought it was weapons. He had weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah. Well, I think they put that because Colonel Powell, he regrets ever coming up with that speech. That was, there's a guy, Dick Cheney. He was the vice president.
Yeah.
and he owns a whole bunch of oil companies. He owns a company called
Right. But, it's not, dude, there's nothing, they don't have any interest to do that to Iraq or to Afghanistan. They did it because they needed to. Yeah. Yeah, right. Like I said, and you got to understand something.
That deserve all the credit, never mind all these, is World War II. Those are the soldiers.
They really needed to go to war. That's my point. Like, all these other wars were bullshit.
Right now, there wouldn't be no France. There wouldn't be no Switzerland. That's when America.
Also, it's the war. The way wealth is distributed is just really, really fucked up. Like, you got the people who are working 60-hour days, 50-hour days, making 40, 50 grand a year. Then you got the guys who shoot a basketball through a fucking hoop and they make $10 million a year. That's my point. Why should a basketball player get paid $10 million a year when a laser surgeon or a surgeon doesn't even make that? That's my point.
I'm going to tell you why. And it's going to make sense to you. A laser surgeon doesn't have people spending $40 a ticket over 2
You're right. You're right. Filling 150,000 seats.
Why should the owners get all the money?
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? It should be spread out to the players.
Still, though, laser surgeons and surgeons do make 130, 140 grand a year. I'm not saying they don't make fucking good money, but they don't make anything compared to movie stars and these people and rock stars and musicians.
Same thing with movie stars. People go and pay to see them. That's
That's how they make that right. And so that's why they make so much fun. It all goes, and you're right, on how much money they bring in.
In other words, say you had 5,000 people watching your Hangouts every day, and you charged them $1 each.
That's $5 grand a day.
That's $5 grand a day. You know what I'm saying? So you say you had a co-host, you would throw him probably $1,000. And say
I'd pay people. I don't gyp people, man.
That's the way the world goes, my friend.
Yeah, but I'm just happy doing what I'm doing. I mean, I'm not making 50 grand a year, but I'll make about 16 or 18 grand a year, which is a lot more than what I was getting on welfare, 4 grand a year.
Minimum wage is that high. Our minimum wage over here, I think,
$11.25 here.
That's good. I'm serious. That's pretty good.
$11.25 an hour. It's over $10 an hour now.
Yeah, that ain't bad, man.
Yeah, or $10.25. No, it's $11.25. Hang on, let me double check. I think it's $11.25. I think so. Yeah, I think
you get your uniforms right.
I have to wear scrubs. Yeah.
They supply.
I have to wear scrubs. No, I had to buy them. It's $11.25 an hour.
How much is the scrubs?
They ended up costing me like $20 or something for a pair.
For one pair.
I'll just grab another pair when I need to, whatever. But yeah, $11.25. So that means if I work 6 hours, I make
$66.
Yeah. So it's extra. It's more than I would have been making at $10 an hour. Yeah.
Plus another.
It's not really that bad. $11.25 an hour for minimum wage, really.
Listen, I see people on their Twitter saying shit to you and this and that. A job is a job. And
right. They said I was an asshole for not having a job, and I get one. Then they say it's good enough.
They're on Twitter all day, so they're not working. You know what I'm saying? So how do you mock somebody when you're not working? Like a lot of them come up with, I got this wrong with me, I got that wrong. Did you listen to Howard Stern today?
No.
Oh, they had a guy who would. I was thinking about Mark. They had a guy.
Somebody was saying that I was mentioned on the show today, but I can't find anybody else. I think those people are bullshitting. I had like 2 people. Yeah, I never heard it. I listened to part of it. And I asked like people who listen to the show every day, and I would have got messages saying you got mentioned on Stern, like 100 of them.
They had a guy with Asperger on there. They're making him a new whack packer. And it reminded me so much of Mark.
Mark. Yeah, Mark.
But this guy is saying that, I give Mark a lot of credit because this guy got permanent disability because of Asperger. And Mark's working. Mark's working at Walmart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's probably a greeter, though. I doubt he works cash or anything. He says he does, but I doubt it, man.
Still, to be, to get up and go, I don't care. I don't care if he's just standing there.
It's not as easy as people think to get up and go to work. A lot of me even though I just want to stay in sleeping, I'm tired, I want to wake up, but I force myself to get up. And I find once I'm up walking around and once I hit the outside, I'm fine. But I get tired when I wake up, yeah.
How's you and Danny doing?
I don't know. Danny's mad at me again or whatever for something. Oh, because he said he couldn't do a hangout or whatever, and then he was on fucking like another hangout last night on Vashier's hangout or something. So I'm like, hey, Daddy, I thought you fucking couldn't do a hangout tonight or whatever. Then he messages me. He's like, oh, I'm not your friend anymore because you're always mean to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say
whatever. Like, I don't know, man. Like I said, he's always mad. Like I said, you know how many times Danny said that though? Like how many took it
right. He's always sticking up for you on Twitter. He's always got your back. Just keep that in mind. That kid's always got your back.
Yeah.
What's up, John?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, how's it going, Ryan?
Okay, you.
Did you get mentioned today? I missed the conversation.
No, somebody was telling me, but I don't think so. Nobody's got back to me and said, yeah, here it is. So no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, somebody is with me.
Definitely.
Yeah. I wish. Like I said, I would have had about 50 tweets saying it if I got mentioned. So, because the last time I got mentioned, I woke up and I had answer machine messages, I had Twitter messages, Facebook messages, and saying that I got mentioned. So,
where you from, John?
Calgary. You know where that is?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
yeah.
Canada.
Huh?
Canada.
Oh, okay.
22 viewers, guys. We hit over 20 viewers. That's actually pretty good.
That's in between Montreal and Toronto, right?
No, that's in Alberta.
Yeah, it's
way
way up
coast.
north, dude.
Oh,
Way
up north.
West. Not north. West coast. West.
Northwest.
What's the weather there, John?
It's pretty hot today.
Oh, okay.
It's like what, 30? Like that would be.
It's not hot there. It's only like 15 degrees here, 14 degrees here, I think.
Yeah, it's 30. I don't know what's that Fahrenheit, but it's around 30 Celsius. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's around 67, 70 degrees.
Oh, is that hot for you guys, or that's not nothing for you guys, right?
No, actually, we're thank God. We usually right now it's usually, I'm in New York, so I'm actually in Jersey City, 5 minutes from New York, and we're usually right now in the humidity and the high 80s and some, but it's been very good. It's been 65, 67 every day. We've been very lucky.
Nice.
We got the cold front from Canada, thanks to you guys.
Yeah, the minimum wage back in, I'll show you guys how much of an increase we got. February 2005, minimum wage was $7.45. February 2006, $7.75. 2007, $8. 2008, $8.75. 2009, $9.50. March 2010, $10.25. And then June 2014, it's $11. And that's all it's showing. It's higher than that, though. It's $11.25.
You have United States in front of you, too?
No.
Oh, because I was just wondering. I'm curious. I think it's only like
it's $8 or something an hour.
It's going to be 15 here. It's different, I think, for provinces. So it's only 11.
Yeah, it's way more up in. Yeah, it's 11.25 in Ontario. It's way more up there. Yeah, in Calgary.
Well, whose dollar is worth more?
Ours.
Oh, yours, right? Okay.
No, Americans is more.
No, because when somebody pays me $100, I end up getting 114. Canadian.
Really?
Yeah, I end up getting more in Canadian than when they send US. I end up getting more. So that means our money's worth more, right? Or their
no, that means their money is worth more.
Oh, right, their money's worth more than ours. So yeah, when I get $100
more. Yeah,
I get more. Yeah,
our money's worth more.
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, I had it backwards.
Me too. I had it backwards too. I was thinking, okay, well, if I'm getting more in Canadian, no, but yeah, you're right. It's the American money that turns out to be more in Canadian.
It's always worth more American money.
It has. No, actually, we were pretty close there for a while, where it was almost equal there for a while. But
yeah, no, because I remember I've been to Canada twice. Once I went, and it was like night and day. One time I went to Montreal, nobody spoke English. Then the next time I went to Toronto, and everybody spoke English. But I guess French is the main language in Montreal, huh?
Yeah. In Quebec, yeah.
I couldn't go to Quebec. I don't speak a word of French.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I felt pretty lost too. But when you go into the go-go places, you don't really have to say too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Henry, are you a ex-Elisa staff member?
No, never on the staff, never even on cam.
Oh, really?
I don't sit there and act like I don't watch it. I enjoy it.
You don't like her?
No, I have no problem with her.
Oh, okay.
I think a lot of people, like like I was telling Ryan, it's weird for me, John, because see, I'm an outsider looking in, and then you know, during the day I have a medical transportation business, so I'm in the office all day, and I listen to the Hangouts, and the history that goes on every day because they're on air every day, and they don't realize it. Like her too. So why would I be mad at somebody if you're on the air for 4 hours a day? You know, no matter who it is, throughout the week, things are going to change. Emotions are going to change. Feelings are going to change. Points of views are going to change.
Yeah, so, but they always end up hating her. I don't know how she gets so much people that hate her.
I'll tell you what happened. When she started the show at a bad time. I think it was all timing. She started the show when she was going through all of that with Benji. And people hated her because the way she was treating Benji. If you remember her first couple of shows, it was basically her and Benji, her just belittling Benji.
Yeah.
Hey guys, hang on. I don't mean to interrupt. I just checked the conversion. This is strange. It says 1125 CAD equals 915 USD. So doesn't that mean our money's worth more?
No, their money's worth more.
That means awesome.
So $9 American is 11 Canadian, basically.
Oh, right? Yeah, I get it. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying. 1125 equals 915. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's right.
So my point on it is, you know, people call her dumb and this and that. They don't realize from each the broad is very, very witty, very, very witty.
Who?
Lisa.
Yeah, she's not stupid. She's not at all. She's just got issues. She's a lot like me. She's got issues.
Like what she did with Doc Ivan. Like, you know, John, I have my
She gets carried away quick. She says things quick. She's a lot like me. When I get wound up, I do the exact same fucking thing.
That's what I was gonna say. She don't realize, you know, sometimes when you even on here, I remember one night I was on there talking to Lee. All positive stuff about Ryan, and not to throw Ryan under the bus. Ryan came on the air and just started yelling at me. Who's the guy in the gray sweatshirt? What are you saying? Wait, Ryan, wait. I was trying to stick up for you because we had Pollyanna in the room. And we were telling Pollyanna this, you know, enough is enough. To leave the guy alone already. Give the guy a break. But what I'm saying is, you know, when you're on the air, everything you say, everybody's listening that's watching the show and that's watching the replays. And then what happens is Crystal gets involved. So Crystal's friends are watching it to get ammunition. And Elise is watching it to get her ammunition. And the big thing just turned into the greatest reality show that I've ever watched the last couple of months, between the Hangouts and the friends and the arguing. And it's better than the Jersey Shore. I'm telling you that much.
But with the drama, with the constant plugs on Stern, you would think she would have a bigger audience than like 150 she kind of averages, right?
Well, she averaged, but if you look the next day, she has about each video has approximately 3,000 views.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
So she gets thousands of people?
Right. She gets about 3,000 people watching it on a daily basis. Which, you know, it's a whole World Wide Web. It's not like Adam Carolla's podcast or anything like that, but you know, for somebody who just started out, you know, that's not bad.
That's pretty good.
You know?
You're right.
You know, that's not bad.
Gotta figure out a way to get paid now.
But like I said, I have different feelings throughout all the people that are gone. I agree with Doc Ivan. I agree with a couple of them. I don't agree with a couple of them. So, you know, and a lot of them miss the point because they're mad at the time, and when you're mad, you react. And what I found the best thing to do is, instead of reacting right away, think about your move. You understand? Like, give yourself 20 minutes to cool down. Because when you react and you write something right on Twitter right away, there's 1,000 people waiting for that tweet.
You're right. That's what the problem with Twitter is. People say stuff too quickly and then...
Right, and she does that too. Like, she reacts. She has a fight with Sheila, and then she puts Sheila, whatever, don't have Lyme disease, really. You know, whatever the case is. And now,
I think obviously, who knows though? Honestly, unless she's shown proof.
Yeah, but why? No one's gonna lie about.
Exactly.
No, but in Elisa's defense on that, well, a lot of people don't realize, and I think Sheila's a sweetheart. Let me first start by saying this, but I'm gonna speak the truth here. Sheila used to come on her show, and kind of like, and I would see it a lot. Like she would she would sit in the chat and chat her little thing. Oh, I don't know why she didn't ask that. I don't know. I would have asked that. And then she would get on the show and say, why didn't you ask him this? And I seen it building up in Elisa, her getting madder and madder at Sheila by the day. I really, really did. And I'm not saying Sheila's wrong, because Sheila probably didn't realize. And Elisa, instead of calling her at night and saying, hey, listen, it's my show, would you please stop? And I think Sheila would have just stopped doing that. But if you don't know you're doing something to irk somebody, you keep on doing that. And that's what I really think happened there is Sheila really didn't know. Like, everybody was against Elisa this time. So Sheila would be in the chat with Eton and Casey and Clear Cider. Ryan knows all these names. And they would all be in there and, you know, bad-mouthing Elisa. And Sheila would, like, not say something bad, but agree with stuff.
Yeah, she would agree with a lot of the chat. You're right.
Right. And what happens is, and don't think Elisa's not looking at that chat. She's looking at that chat like a hawk. So then when Sheila gets on and says, hey, why didn't you ask Onyx Frank this? Why didn't you ask Onyx Frank that? If you caught it, if you go back and listen, Elisa, first thing she says is, do you want to interview him? And that should have been a red flag for Sheila to, you know what I mean? But like I said, I think Elisa handled it wrong too, because when it first started irking her, she should have called Sheila out on it privately. You know what I mean? And brought it up.
Not on the show, yeah.
Right, and said, hey, Sheila, look, every time I talk to you, you're telling me I'm doing this wrong. Please, just let me do the show and be a friend. And I think things would have went a lot better. So when you have two people handling things wrong and not being aware of what they're doing, you're going to get an explosion. And that's what we got. I mean, the same thing with Robin. Robin would basically go on there and make fun of her. Yeah. And Robin thought Elisa was all right about it because Elisa puts on his front that nothing bothers her. She's Wonder Woman, woman of steel. And the truth is, she's a person and a human being just like all of us. And when somebody's bad-mouthing you 24/7, it's got to get to you. Ryan's a witness. Ryan gets this.
Dude, it does.
Ryan got it more than Elisa.
It does get to me. Like, it gets to me after the same person's doing it for weeks and weeks, because it's just stupid. I don't understand why they're so obsessed, you know? Like, say something to me, what you want to say, but quit tagging fucking cops, quit tagging my mayor, quit fucking tagging Stern. They want to get me, they want it basically those people to say, I'm tired of people tagging this Ryan Lever guy, and block me. And the funny thing is they won't block the person who's doing the tagging and spamming them, they'll block me. Yeah. Which is really, really strange to me. I mean, if I was going to block somebody, I'd block the person who's doing it, not me.
Yeah, see, I'm in a little different boat. I mean, even if once in a blue out, like get into a little Twitter beef or whatever you call it. And I don't get, like, notifications that I got tweets or anything.
Yeah.
So it's like whenever I feel like looking at the computer. So if I got 50 notifications, I'll just hit the notification and not even read them and just go on to whatever I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ryan, that's what you should do. But I'm not saying you want the drama, but you want to know what everybody's saying about you because you're curious. And
right, exactly, yeah.
If you can get out of that, just come home from work and say, and be happy with yourself. Hey, I went to work today. Fuck what everybody said. Let's face it, the internet is fake. It's a bunch of, all come on cam, so you have no clue of who they are, what did they even look like.
And notice the ones won't come on cam, the ones that are like Mac and that, who was on Elisa's show to say shit about me. Notice he wouldn't come on cam. Nobody will show their face when they have bad shit to say, because he knows if he shows his face, people will know that he said disgusting things, right? Like, he basically accused me of being a pedophile and said I was convicted of it and a whole bunch of shit. So he doesn't really want to show who he is or his real name. Because
the other thing is, you can have these guys that talk tough guy shit. They're going to kick your ass, they're going to knock your teeth out, and then you put them on camera and they're 5'2", 140 pounds. You're not kicking nobody's ass. You're not, you know what I'm saying? So that could work two other ways. Or they can have a complex about themselves. They're too fat or too skinny or too this, whatever the situation may be. It's not real. And when you let people bother you, Ryan, I'm telling you, it's just ammunition for them. If you're letting somebody get on your skin and they see that, I'm just gonna
The only thing that gets under my skin is when people make false police calls on me, like making shit up and saying shit. That's like the number one thing that aggravates me
those
because
are the people you should follow through and really report, because that's like I would report them. Look, stop by the local police station. Look, I don't know if you care.
just to cover my ass, yeah, and just be
Right.
like, well, yeah, you guys might get calls, like they have no idea what I'm doing, they're just trying to get me into trouble.
Are the people that are doing it, and I already reported them to Twitter, so it's out of my hands. You follow me? In other words,
Yeah.
went to every length.
Dude, I don't think they'll do anything anyways. Do you know how long this shit's been going on for, dude? They've been calling the cops and stuff. They haven't showed up once.
Yeah, no, I only been on Twitter.
I don't think they're going to show up. They know who I am. They know what I'm involved in. They know that I'm famous online and that sort of thing happens. Unless they have some sort of proof that I've done a severe crime, and they can get me by coming to my house and arresting me, they would. But nobody can prove anything by just making a call. They're just saying what I think. Oh, Ryan admits that he's snorted morphine pills, so he might have those in the house. The cops will be like, okay. You know, like, you know what I mean? They show up and there's nothing in the house, right? And they didn't see me buy it. They didn't, you know, I wasn't caught. You know, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I'm not selling any drugs. Like I said, and even if I do that once in a while, how are they going to know that I have it? They're going to have to hit me at exactly the right time to get 30 milligrams of morphine off me.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying. No cops are going to do that.
You don't want that pressure. You don't need that anxiety, all that nerves on your mind. It's
oh yeah, I know. It gets to me, dude. After a while, like that's why I quit Elisa's show. Like I said, it just after every single time I'd say something, you know, people would have a problem with what I said, and you know, everybody else can say whatever they want, but Ryan can't make a joke. Ryan can't say this. You can't say that. Everybody else, Ed can say faggot. Ed can fucking say all this shit, but Ryan can't make a joke about Stern.
Well, I'm a little older, so the word faggot to me has nothing to do with gay people. I mean,
you can call somebody that as like an insult too, yeah.
Yeah, like that's what we did when we were kids. Unfortunately,
yeah, it's an insult that people use. Yeah,
right. You know, if you struck out, you were a fag. You know what I'm saying?
If you threw a ball like a girl, you were a fag.
Oh Christ! Yeah. The king of Hangouts is on here.
What?
The king of Hangouts is on here, isn't that Lee?
Lee's here.
What's up?
Oh, hey Lee, what's up, man?
What's up?
Not much.
How was you?
Just eating some lunch. I was listening.
How do we sound, Lee?
Oh, I don't know. It sounds fine on YouTube, man. I mean, it's just.
Why would you be eating? What kind of sandwich are you having?
I'm having a turkey sandwich.
Oh yeah, I like pastrami and corned beef, and that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking hot, man. I'm tired.
Is it hot there? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only 2 o'clock. If you weren't up all night, I was just watching you all day today on the computer.
Who?
The hangout from not late. I'm sorry, the night before.
Yeah, you had a long one, eh, Lee? How long was that?
I didn't have a long one.
Who's the one who had like the 5-hour hangout?
It was called
Bashir.
Oh yeah, because last night I was listening and it was still on like late, and I was like, how long is this fucking shit going?
Yeah, he did one. Mine, we didn't even go live till like, I don't know, an hour and a half into it, just because we were messing with Crystal because she was messing around. So we were messing back with her, and then we just ended it. It wasn't live for more than an hour.
Oh yeah.
We were just messing around.
No, but you were on there, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Which one, on my own?
It was a real good hangout. I actually enjoyed listening to it. It was a lot of fun. You called out Kenny, what's
Burcock.
Oh, Truffin?
Yeah. Not called him out. He's...
Yeah, I like Kenny a lot. I went on
great guy,
for a bit. He's a good
guy,
but,
he's like me. He watches the other shows. So fucking what?
Yeah, but he donated, then he lied about, and then then Elisa DM'd me this whole thing that he said to her. It was a whole mess. It was a fucking mess. I was like, whatever.
Yeah, he denied sending that $100. I watched him do it.
Wait up, Brian. I'm gonna shock Lee because he knows.
Yeah, no, Z. Yeah, I saw it with my own eyes. He donated her $100.
I watched the hangout and I watched Kenny's explanation. He came in the room, and before you even tell me Elisa's DM, I was like, when I see Lee, I gotta feel. He didn't tell you the whole truth. He didn't tell you how she made him say that. Elisa asked him on the phone, "Who do you love more, Sheila or me?" And he made her say Elisa live.
Right, but even before that, the DM that he sent hours before the show, that she sent me the whole Facebook thing, and he says that in there, dude. He says,
"Oh, so you knew it?"
No, I knew it because she had DM'd it to me. It was a whole Facebook thread, and she says to him basically something about Sheila. You know, he's like, "Yo, I'm just messing around," you know. And she's like, "Oh, that's what I thought." And she writes, I mean, I don't know. It was basically she writes,
"Fucking reality show I just told these guys to repeat it. This reality show that you guys got going with the drama and everything. This guy comes in the room, he gets called out on something. Nick comes in, he gets bashed. Fucking, it's great, man. I fucking love it. Thank you guys. I get so much work done."
Yeah, I don't watch the other show. I don't know. I just know that guy Nick. I've been on there once on Best Year, and from what I gathered yesterday, everyone's tired of him, and they call him. They say he's an ass kisser, and listen, I don't really give a fuck about any of it.
That's what I'm saying. Your character is you, but I call the guy's character. Your character is the best because you don't give a fuck whose hangout you're on. Yeah. You just come in and have your fucking hour of fun.
He doesn't get mad like me.
He doesn't get mad at anybody. Well, he did get mad a little bit at Nick. I was so glad the way
he got mad at somebody. Who was it? Danny. He lost it on Danny.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I never heard him get that mad. Like he literally. Yeah,
but that's because it was just he was drunk. But I mean, that was months ago.
Yeah, I did, but it's still like that's the maddest. Like I said,
but when the guy Nick, I came in the room. He's like, "Who the fuck are you?" I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Well,
I didn't know the guy.
Then he goes in one room, he gets baffled, he goes into another. I love the guy. He's such a good-hearted guy. I watch his periscopes and everything, and he gets himself into like all these,
triangles, man.
Instead of just saying, "Look, I enjoy Kermit and Friends," I wanted to tell him that. Ken, just say, "I enjoy it." So what?
Oh, I've asked him that. I've said, "Kenny, tell people if you watch it, just tell them you watch it," and that's better than that, than saying you don't. He's like, "Oh, I know, I get it," but then he got himself in this whole thing yesterday, and then when Elisa DMs me this thing with the whole thing, and he's telling her, he's like, "I love you more, but you break my heart, though." I'm like, Kenny, like, fuck, man, like, you're trying to make love to her on a fucking Facebook message, and you're donating money. It's just like, I'm about at least be real. That's how I look at it. Like, there's so many people that go back and forth.
I thought you were this close 2 nights ago. I really did. I said, you know what? Lee's going to be on Kermit and Friends. I really believed that, but I was looking for you. You weren't there.
No.
Because you were so interested to find out what happened 2 days ago. Like, everybody was listening to the whole thing. And you were like, yeah, I don't go on there. And
no.
I was like, Lee's going to be on there. I said, I know, and he's going to be on there. And you haven't.
No, I don't go on there. She DM'd me and wanted to interview the king. And I didn't respond.
Why not?
Lisa did. I don't have nothing to say. I don't. I do the king of Google. It's a joke to me, man. It's a fucking. I'm poking fun at. I poke fun at everyone.
Crown, Leah would be the fucking all-time best. Get a fucking crown.
Maybe for you, but that's not my cup of tea. Ryan will tell you that. I've told Ryan a million. It's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah,
it has nothing to do with.
It's not mine anymore either.
It has nothing to do with her or anything. It's just not. It's not. I'm not into that thing. I'm like, I get along with a lot of the other people, and she can do her thing, and all the power to her. But it's not my cup of tea. It's like you look at it as an outsider, like is this net? But people really are getting hurt from this, like the Sheilas, like the people that really invest in her, and they're hurt. I mean, that Let Go Robin, gave her $100 to stop talking about her. I'm like, what?
She wanted to give her 1,000.
Yeah, but she gave her 100. I guess I found out yesterday. It's like it's so much drama, it's so much work up for nothing that it's just not. You know what I mean? It's not my thing. Like, these people really take it serious. I tell them all the time, it's the internet. But people are different, and there's people feelings that are really hurt. I mean,
well, you can tell people are trying to get me.
I mean,
arrested.
Sheila was friends with her for 4 years, dude. She's hurt. I mean, there's people out there that are really hurt, you know. And for you, you look at it like that's the internet doesn't, you know, who gives a fuck? But
no, Lee,
you know,
let me just say something here.
Well, I look at it the same way, though.
I'm on the outside looking in, and when I was just telling these people the same exact thing. I totally agree with a lot of people, even Doc Ivan, what she did. I'm not saying I agree. I watch it for entertainment. If you're going to put yourself on cam and put yourself in her show, then you know I feel you got to expect. Like, in other words, if I don't think those people take it to heart too much.
Well, what you're saying is, so if you cammed up and went on a show and people were hurting you, were attacking you and treating you like shit and making you look stupid, you'd be okay with that?
I would.
That's what happens to a lot of these people.
Happens to me. It's what she did.
You know, that's what she does. You know,
well,
Henry, that's how they view it. That's how they view it. You know what I mean? What she does.
From somebody, like I said, that's watching and just saying, I really believe is the truth. And I told them, I'm sure Ryan don't want to hear it again. But with the whole Sheila incident, that could have been stopped within 2 days. I seen the buildup of her getting mad. And Sheila would go into chat and she would write something and Elisa would see it and then she would come on the show and Sheila would say, and I'm not saying Sheila's a lovely person. I'm not saying, I don't think Sheila was aware of her getting under her skin. And instead of Elisa being, you know, a woman and calling Sheila that night and saying, hey, look, the stuff you're saying to me is really starting to hurt me. But, you know, Sheila would go on there and say, hey, why didn't you ask that question? You know, Elisa would be done with an interview. Why didn't you ask him this? Why didn't you ask him that? And the one day Elisa said, well, why don't you interview him then? I knew Elisa had enough. And I'm not saying Elisa was right or anything. But what I'm saying is you're hearing one side of the story, and whatever you want to believe is fine. But I'm telling you, from somebody who's watching both sides, I don't think either one of them were wrong. I think it was an immature thing where Elisa could have squashed it that night and told Sheila, look, you've been a friend of mine for a long time. When you're coming on the show, could you know, kind of agree with me a little bit more instead of going against me?
Well, right. I mean, what you're saying is you are taking a side, and that's hers, and that's fine. But let me give it to you another side. I hear both sides because I hear what every one of them on those shows when I'm on there says exactly what she's saying, is repeating it. But after it's all done and over with, I mean, saying that she doesn't have Lyme disease, writing a song about it. I mean, then trying to have people call in as a doctor, saying that, you know, she doesn't have it. I mean, come on, man. There's a fine line of entertainment and there's a fine line of crossing lines.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you've got to look at it from that point of where these people are coming from it too. Like, there's a really fine line. I mean, it'd be like if I had cancer and, you know, she didn't like me, and then she got off the show and said, he doesn't have cancer. You know, fuck him, writes a song about cancer. You know, here I am. It's the same shit. I mean, it's an illness that this person lives with. So, I mean, for you, I know what you're saying. You listen to both sides. I mean, and you watch them all. But when I'm on with these other things, they talk about everything, and it's you know, this is every one of them will tell you, the people that have worked for her, you know, and her staff, including Ryan, that this is really her. It's not there's no shtick, there's no bit. You know, I mean, this is real to her.
And that's
so what she's saying, she means. So if you went on there and she attacked you, you know, how would you feel? I mean, when she wrote me that DM, it's not that I could care less about it. The show.
I would definitely defend myself and fight back. Yeah. That's one thing I would definitely do. And the second thing is, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that she's right about everything. You're saying I'm defending. I'm not. I'm just saying to you, there's two sides of different.
Of course, there's two sides in everything. I'm just telling you.
She took it beyond with the doctor and saying she don't. That's immature, stupid shit.
Right. So what I'm saying is, if someone else, like when she sends me that thing, why would I want to go on there? First of all, I don't listen. I don't watch. I hear enough of it in the after shows. Why would I want to go on there? I have nothing to talk about. There's nothing for me to say. It's not my cup of tea. It's nothing to do, you know what I mean, basically, you know, with it. So what am I going on there for? I do a fucking show that's just funny, dude. That just
I'm
people coming.
And I'm the producer, and I need to get you on.
Yeah. Well, ain't gonna happen. The king goes on his own show.
No, believe me, I'm just sitting here acting. Look, I just say I watch them and I enjoy it just like I enjoy a ball game. But what I'm saying,
I hear you.
You know, just always remember there's two. That's all I'm saying to you, Lee. I'm not saying there's always two sides. Like a lot of times, like even last night when Kenny came in and explained himself. You see how he explained it? He didn't give you the full gist of the story. He explained a little part of it.
Right, but I didn't need the full gist when I read it right in my thing, so I knew
You
it.
don't watch the show, so you don't know the full gist of the other, is what I'm saying.
Right.
So all I'm
But I listen, Henry.
a lot of things, but you know, I thought Doc Ivan, there was no excuses. Doc Ivan was doing work for her, making her shit like for what is that called? His art stuff, beautiful stuff. There was no I totally disagreed with her there. I thought she was perfect.
Listen, I'm not arguing there's not two sides. I'm sure she has her side. I'm sure they all do. But all I'm telling you is when I go on to these other hangouts, it's a growing trend is what I've noticed. I even said it in there that in the last 2 to 3 weeks, there's everyone who was on her staff, everyone there is gone, including the guy who's doing this hangout, Ryan. There's no one left.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about 10, 12 something people at least that are, I mean, if not more.
Well,
with Aton and all that, you're talking a lot of people. So it's a growing trend that, hey, there's something going on that all these people don't like. She can have her side. She's supposed to have her side. She's a woman. You know, she's running a show. Of course she has her side. I'm just telling you, I don't listen to what these other people are saying. The growing trend I made up in my mind, which is funny, is that they're all gone. I mean, even the people that were coming on, like Aton, and they're doing their own shows now. So it's becoming like conglomerates of like Elisa's show. Then there's a hangout, and then there's, you know, Aton is doing a show. So there's growing and growing. I mean, my hangout is just a bunch of people that a lot of them aren't from that show. They're different people. You know what I mean? So everyone gets together and we bullshit and have a good time, whatever it may be, including Kenny and them, which is great. But I'm just seeing all these other shows come from it, and it's like it's becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. And the one more person drops off. I mean, even like, you know, I heard you when I was eating about Douche. I was on in that light when that lady Gina came on, and she was a big part of the show. I'll never go back again, she says. So it's like this. It's a big growing thing of like shit, really. You know, it's like it's going nuts.
You know, also said that he didn't agree what happened with Sheila. That Elisa never did it. Elisa never even met her. Never did anything to her. And like I said, look, you don't want to watch it. I'm not trying to convince anybody to watch it. I'm just not going to sit on the thing and say, no, I don't watch it. I don't watch it. I watch it.
Well, that's respect, and I say that all the time, Henry. I tell people, if you don't like the show, why are you watching it? That's what I tell people. Why, if you're so against it, why do you tune in?
Everybody on those hangouts, Lee. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you know, you're saying 3 or 4 months ago, all of those people on the hangouts were on her show. Supposedly, they all left because Ryan said something that's said on the Stern Show every fucking day, every morning when a guy calls. And supposedly, all these people left because of that. But if you go back and listen to the hangouts when they were all on Team Kermit, you understand? It was the hangout.
I get it. It was when they were on it, they were all about it. Of course,
Yeah.
I understand
about mocking Crystal. They were about mocking this one, mocking that one. That's the way it goes.
And I get that.
That's a revolving door, my friend.
Right. And my whole point is, I tell people all the time, it's the internet, one, and two, if you don't like it, then don't watch it. You know, I mean, that's the way I look at it. That's my philosophy. Anyone can do what they want. I don't run anyone. My thing is, if these people go on there and they really don't like it, then hey, don't watch it. If they choose to, cool. But at least say, hey, I watch it. And there's some that do and some that don't.
At least admit it.
I mean, at least I love Kenny. He comes to my hangouts all the time. But I've told Kenny, you know, hey, dude, if you're going to watch it, that's cool. You know, no big deal. I'm all for that. But don't go around the ways. And then when the shit hits the fan, dude, look what happened to you yesterday. You know what I mean? The shit hit the fan and you're out there with your ass in the wind. You know what I mean?
Well, Kenny got caught up because he was going on the hangouts and he was saying, "Oh, I don't go on the show no more," because everybody was bad-mouthing it. You're on a show with 9 other people, and all 9 people are bad-mouthing the show and saying how bad it is. It's not easy for one guy to stand up and say, "Oh yeah, I watch it every night."
Well, no, because when he donated the money and he came on my hangout, I said, you told me don't go on. He said that he doesn't go on cam anymore. He still watches. I said, okay, that's cool. Do whatever you want. I let him explain himself. But he couldn't justify to the people why he donated. He just didn't. He just was so up and down. It was like, okay, whatever, Ken, it's no big deal. Then it left. But then yesterday it all erupted again, and I didn't know what was going on until he came in. And then I got a DM from Elisa with the whole thing, and that's when I'm like, wait a minute. You're telling her you love her more, and you heart you more, but she would break your whatever. I said, I don't have it in front of me, but she would break your heart or some shit. I mean, come on, man, like that's. And I DM'd him like, you need to defend yourself, Kenny. I like you.
And that was
he's like, I know, but he didn't want to. He probably
that
didn't
was
want
a
to
decent donation too. $100 is a decent donation.
So if what you're telling me and what everyone else told him, he went on there and got railroaded, and she looked great and probably was stoked about doing it. So so maybe if I was him, what I would do, I would never want to watch that show again after that. If I had just gotten railroaded, I would never want to be a part of that. That's me. But yes, I mean, I know people that will watch it, but the views, they're all skewed. I mean, I've told you guys a million times, like when you see 2,000 or 3,000 views, those aren't people. Right. A view is a click. What you see live, add another 15 people to that.
How many?
At whatever you see live, add another 50, maybe 100 tops. That's what watch the show. A view, dude, is a click. So if you're on your computer and you're on watching your show and you click to another browser and come back, that is considered a view. Bashir said on one of his hangouts that he used to do 20 to 30 a day, just going back and forth. That's what a view is. That's not a unique visitor. So you need, like, even Domina said it too on her show. So like if you look at Domina's, there could be 40 people on there, right? When her show ends, there's like 900 views.
Yeah.
I got you.
It's very skewed. It's very skewed.
Why not? Yeah, it's kind of confusing.
Well, it's because they don't. That's the way a view is a click. It's like if they know, the only one who knows Spreecast are the only ones who knows how many unique visitors they have per day watching a show.
Is that what this is on YouTube? Like each click is a view on YouTube, Brian?
No, I think
each click. No, it's a unique IP.
Yeah.
I think it is a click. I think if somebody does click, it counts. Or unless I don't know how it works.
I thought they had to watch a certain amount, Ryan. Isn't that for a view?
No, once somebody clicks on your video, that's it. It's a view.
Yeah, so that's a view. So it's the same thing.
But YouTube, I'm not sure if they refresh and they click again, if YouTube doesn't figure that out. You get what I mean?
Right. But I'm sure if you go into YouTube Analytics, it would tell you how many unique visitors, how many people have watched your thing.
It just tells me, it just tells me per click or per, I don't.
Yeah.
Wow, that's all that matters.
I figured you would have to watch the whole show to consider.
No, it says the amount of time watched.
Oh, I got you.
Percentage, but yeah, a click's a click. Even if you click on it and just like it and go to the next video,
it's still a click.
Yeah.
So that's why it's skewed. Like the only people that know is if you were on the back end of Spreecast, they could tell you the average. They could put everything together and tell you the average people, unique visitors who watch any show. Like ESPN, dude. I was on there a couple weeks ago, and they had like 14 or 15,000 live viewers.
So they'll get 50,000 to 60,000.
Yeah, and then when it ends, there's like 50 or 60,000 views, and a day later, there's like 500,000. Whoa.
But like you said, people watch some, then they go back again, and they watch the rest, and that's 2 clicks if every person. Yeah. You're right. Some people don't, though. Some people click on it, they leave their browser open, they go use another browser. That's what a lot of people don't, but some people, you're right, do come back several times, so.
A lot. Right. It's not even coming back. It's even if you click over to one other tab and come back, it's another view.
No, it's crazy. Not if you have it open. Not if you have.
Yeah, no, Ryan. If I have 5 tabs open and I leave one tab open, I go to the next and go back, it'll count it as a view.
That's just, I don't know, man. That's retarded.
Yeah, it is. That's what views
you're not clicking though. You're not even clicking on it again. I don't understand how that can happen.
This is why, Ryan. Say you have a video playing, right? And then you go to another browser, like, I don't know, just say it's Twitter, right? The video stops playing. It doesn't keep running when you, all right? So when you go back to it.
I always do that. It runs Spreecast. It stays running, and then I go to another tab.
Well, when I'm watching a YouTube video, I'll click a tab, and it will just it will
Yeah,
stop it. I'll
because
go
you
back.
probably have open a new. You probably have it set up like that. I just have it open a new different tab or whatever, and it stays
Right.
everything running. So,
So-
like, I don't know. I don't know.
It doesn't
man.
really matter. I'm just saying views aren't unique visitors.
Yeah.
Like the only one who knows like what a unique visitor is the person running the back end. You know.
Well, they can see how many unique visitors are per
Right.
IP. Yeah.
Right. There's a thing that will tell, like Freecast knows how many people watch. Like
You
when you
just
see,
won't tell
yeah,
everybody here. This is your unique.
Yeah.
It takes some time. Yeah, to probably.
it's crazy, man.
Anyways, the
But-
point is, she doesn't get 3,000 live viewers. She gets 4 or 5. She gets probably 300 or 400 that come in and out, and then the rest is just like you said, archives. So yeah, it's not nearly as high as people think.
How do you mute this? Like if you got a call for something?
You just hit the microphone button. You got a call. We don't hear it.
No, I
You got to call. You got to call Lisa for your staff check-in.
Cough. You know what I mean?
Oh, I thought you had to call to staff check-in. Was it staff check-in time? Not yet.
This guy Adam Shields is really angry at me apparently.
Why? Who's Adam
Because
Shields?
the guy who I tried to, like, the guy who plays video games, and I got him on JNZ and stuff. Well, now he's really angry at me.
Why?
Because I haven't been talking to him as much, I guess. He says, whatever, man. He says, whatever, man, do what you want, because nothing you say or do will ever affect me as bad as it truly affects you. He just started going crazy. And I'm just like, I never trolled you once or hated it at all. I work full-time, and I don't have as much time. I'm not up late anymore. And he says, I'm not trolling you. I don't come from that delusional world, Ryan. You still do videos, so that's bullshit. And stuff. He's mad, I guess, that I don't know why.
You guys aren't.
That
close
I'm not
friends.
giving him as much attention, I guess, as I was, I guess. So he's angry.
You are
and he's
so
attacking
popular,
me.
Ryan.
Yeah, and he's actually upset, like I said, because I don't talk to him every
Well,
day.
I'm sure we do. Just come over and get it.
Who's Terry?
Fucking guy.
Who is he?
I don't know, man.
Hey,
Just
Terry.
mute yourself if you're gonna be on the phone, man. Come on.
So, yeah, it's funny. Look.
Oh, she's still going. Well, you're muted
Yeah.
anyways, Terry, so we can't hear you anyways.
Henry, why are you on? Oh, maybe he's doing his
Yeah.
he's smoking.
So,
Yeah,
but I
he's-
get, but what I'm saying is, like, YouTube's different, though, than Spreecast, because YouTube,
Yeah.
I think they do subtract, like, let's say I click on the video, I think they do subtract the actual same hit. I'm not
Well,
sure.
Ryan,
Like
I
said,
want
I'd
to
have
tell you a
ask.
story. You know how you always say you can't play music on YouTube? I
There's
did a
certain,
hangout.
you
Listen to
can.
this.
It depends
I know.
where-
Well, I'm going to tell you the story. So about a week ago, I did one of those hangout where it was like full. It was like got like 600 views. One of those stupid
Yeah.
things, right? And I get a thing from YouTube, and Joey Booze played just a clip of a song from his cell phone, like a ringtone,
Yeah,
and they flagged it and said,
I told
user,
you.
They said the user will let you keep this up. They just want to have it monetized. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even know what that means. It's like, do you accept this? Just don't do anything. I'm like, okay, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, all that happens is they allow
From
you
a
to.
song from a
Yeah.
cell phone.
That's why, dude, I'm really careful. You can't monetize anything if somebody plays a
Well,
song.
I don't monetize anything anyways.
Well,
Ryan,
then you
I'm just
don't have
saying.
to worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't monetize anything.
But
it was
yes,
just
it's
like,
very touchy. It picks up anything.
yeah, and they name the song and everything.
The only thing it won't pick up is if I sing a song with just my voice. If I say like, it's like a wrecking ball, they won't
Okay,
flag
don't
that.
do that again.
They won't flag that because it's not Miley Cyrus's voice. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like-
I'm gonna watch your video later and think of you, and I won't be able to jerk off. So please do not sing that again.
no, I'm just
Oh,
saying.
my-
That ruined the Wrecking Ball song for me.
Wrecking ball.
Ryan,
I'm so horny with an
I'll mute you, Ryan.
No.
Hey, Lee, you didn't read the chat, Lee.
What's in the? I'm not on my phone. What's going on in the chat?
Your letter. I wrote, Lee, 200. I'll give you 200 cash tonight to go on KNF.
I'll do it for $200. Put it in my PayPal. I'll be on there at 7.
$200 to go on
Yeah,
camera.
Lee, just take it and then just send me the money, man. I know
Yeah,
you-
okay, Ryan. Listen, you're out of
Come
your
on,
fucking.
Lee, aren't you my friend, man?
Yeah.
You
I've
just
done
said
plenty for you, Ryan.
I know, I'm only kidding.
yeah, I mean, you just said, listen, you know, my time is money. I'm going to give you a bargain. I can do it for $2,000.
Listen,
Bada bing, bada boom.
you guys all get a pot going. I'll tell you when it gets the number that I need, and we'll go from there.
No,
You wrote it back, Lee. You should have been funny with it and wrote back, listen, I'm a big star. I don't know if you know this. I Cougar.
Lee doesn't need the 200 bucks.
No, it's a joke.
but I would
But
think
you
it's
still
hilarious.
take it.
Let me tell you this: if there was a pot going to how much to get me on that show, and it would have to go, and I would have to let you all know when it got to the right, but it would be a lot of money.
Yeah, but you would eventually if it was enough.
Dude, Ryan, it's a joke. I'm
Oh.
saying, do you think people are gonna get a pot that has fucking thousands of dollars in it, dude?
To go on Elisa's show, yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm joking. Although Henry's made the first donation of 200, just send it anyways, and I'll let you know when I'm going on, Henry. Don't hold your
Yeah,
breath.
I think that would. I really think that would have been hilarious if you would have sent them back an email. Listen, you know, I don't know if you noticed, but you know, I'm blue check verified, and you know,
Oh God.
it's gonna cost you a lot.
No, what it would have done is would have started a whole thing that she would have been talking about it, and I wouldn't have wanted to be involved
Stop
in it.
worrying about your image. Who gives a fuck?
It's not about my image; it's that the fact that it would just cause a lot of drama. That's what I'm
Somebody
saying.
wants me to sing a song.
No, if it's Wrecking Ball, do not
It's
sing
not.
that fucking song.
Not.
Oh God.
So what's up, Terry?
I cross my
Hey, what's
heart,
up, Henry?
promise
From
to.
buddy.
Oh, Terry, close your
I'm
ears,
originally
Ryan.
from
Sing.
Pennsylvania. I'm residing in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Come on.
Oh, Myrtle
Come on.
Beach, baby.
Place,
What they
good
got
place.
some chicks on them beaches.
Oh my
You want a
God.
little golfing? Golfing?
We got dolphins. We got everything here. We got whales, dolphins. We got chicks with dicks. We got chicks without dicks.
Whoa,
We
hey.
got everything up in this son of a bitch. Oh shit!
My
this is live.
ex-girlfriend's married there,
Oh,
lives
this
there
is
with her
live,
husband
isn't
now.
it?
One of my
Sorry.
ex-girlfriends. She loves it. She was in South Carolina. She went there to college. She was a swimmer, and she now lives there with her husband. She
Oh,
loves
it's
it.
great. It's great here. Honest to God, it's just unbelievable.
She's a Southern
Henry,
belle.
are you from Jersey by any chance?
Yes, I am.
Listen, I've never been there, but I love you guys.
Thanks a lot.
I
Oh, I
love-
thought you were gonna say
Love
you
you
love
guys.
anal. I
I
was like,
swear
hey.
to God, I love mob movies, okay?
All right.
And all you guys sound like the shit that I love. I'm a big
Well,
fan.
Henry,
I'm a big
Terry,
fan.
Henry was in the mob.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do with you. This is what I'm gonna do with you. Money, I'm not gonna have you killed, all right? I'm gonna spare you. I'm not gonna have you whacked this week. Might be next week. Get up some fucking cash.
That's good enough. That's
He
good
does
enough,
sound
Henry.
like the
That's
mom.
good
All right, Henry, you
That's
scared
good
me.
enough. That's all I can expect.
I'll take your $200, Henry. I'm
You
scared.
are awesome, dude. You guys ought to come hang with us. Beer and Cheerios. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it.
Well, I don't know what beer and cheers is, but if you got the pussy, I'm always in for.
Oh, we got the pussy up. Oh my God.
I've been there. I scuba dive, Terry. I've been shipwrecking in South Carolina.
I
have
think
you
what
really?
Henry means, Terry, when he says scuba dive, he just sinks to the bottom.
He's
That's
got it right. See, that's what I like. The busted balls. There you go.
Busting the
You know what
balls.
I
That's
really want to
I'm
do
talking
though is I always tell everyone this because I'm really going to do this. I want to go. It's Guadalupe or I think it's Guadalupe Islands off of Mexico, and you can go to the Great White Shark. They put you like 3 days. You pay, and you go out there and you get in the cage, and it's clear blue water, and they have hundreds of them at certain times a year. It's always on Shark Week every year, and I want to do that. Get in a cage because I love them.
Yeah.
But I'm so scared of them, and I know that I want to bring a buddy with me, and so because I know when I get in the water and when I see the first big one, I'll probably shit, so the shit will come to the top. But I just want to get because I want to go. I mean, that's like the one thing I'm so scared of them, but I just for some reason like I always have these dreams that I'm like Cape Cod has them where in Boston where I'm from, where I grew up. They have them now in the summer like big time, like they've migrated hundreds, and I always have this dream where I'm like
Wow.
Jaws, you know what I mean, Henry? And I'm throwing the blood in the water, the mashed up fish, the mackerel, whatever, and then the shark just comes up. Jaws, that's crazy. I know it's retarded, but I have this dream all the time.
You're in their world, man. There's no way you can move like that, man. You know, I was in a cage once, and the shark came, and I could have sworn it was going to fit through the fucking bars.
Fuck that.
Fear of my life. I'm honestly.
I was in a
Yeah,
cage
so
once,
imagine going with a great
mafia
white.
guys come down. They got rid of the cage and said, "You fucking, your ass is done. You're finished." That scares me, not
Yeah.
sharks. The mafia guys scare me, not the sharks.
Well, Henry scares you. Don't worry, because he's coming down there. Send him your address. Henry wants to pay you a visit.
Good.
You be swimming with the fishes.
There you go.
Johnny Boy, I got a problem over here in South Carolina.
Oh,
He really
Oh,
does
no.
sound like a mafia guy.
Oh
from
shit!
Sopranos,
Hey,
yeah.
Henry, do you think we can
Man,
use
does he
Terry?
sound like a mafia guy or what? Holy
He does.
shit.
That voice really
Alabama,
does.
Terry, I went to Alabama and I got so many broads, and I'm no Brad Pitt, but they all wanted to hear me talk.
Yeah, he does. He sounds like a mob guy. Really does.
I know you. I love you, dude.
Oh,
You
man.
are the fucking king.
I should have moved down there because up here I'm like an average Joe. Down there I was a stud, like for the first time in my life.
Oh, yeah. I mean, people love that stuff, man. You don't even
Well,
know.
you know what,
You're
Henry? I'm thinking if you can put that hit out on Terry, and we can use him for bait for my great white excursion.
Hey, I'll do
You
it.
know?
I'll do it. As long as I'm in, I'll do it. I want to be into this.
Oh, you'll be in the water. As I'm looking at great whites, I'm like, man, that guy Terry from South Carolina, he's awesome. Oh,
And
there goes his cock.
I was a block from Joey Booth's building today. I had a pickup in the Bronx.
He's in Tampa right now.
I know, but I looked I said, holy cow, I'm looking at 149.
Did you try to go visit him?
No, I had a pickup. You know, I do medical transportation. I told you what I do for a living.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, we don't want to hear what you do for a living.
Well, let me tell you, Henry's
I'm in the
life.
sanitation business.
Hey,
Yeah.
sanitation. You know.
Well, you know what's funny? You'll like this story,
Forget
then,
about
Terry. Sammy the Bull. And Henry, everyone knows who Sammy the Bull is.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He was relocated to Arizona. Well, that's where I lived for 16 years. His daughter, who's on that TV show, and his son,
Mob
when he got popped that whole ecstasy ring, the club I was running, two of my doormen were part of that. They called themselves the Devil Dogs.
Oh,
And I was really close to one. I used to see them all the time.
whoa.
I mean, all the
Whoa.
time. Like, and
Whoa.
what do you call it? So it's funny to hear about that because, I mean, that was I mean, in one night they swept up like the cops did, and the DEA like 112
Listen, I'm telling
people.
you, the mafia, those guys had class. These guys were fucking awesome. They
It's
did
not-
not bother citizens.
There's no mafia no more though.
No.
Yeah, they still
No
exist the
mafia.
Mexican mafia.
Well,
Yeah.
he's talking about the Italian mafia.
The Italian-
I'm talking about the group.
Still
I'm
exists.
talking about the
Oh,
fucking.
Brian.
The Italians still have a little
Real
gang. They still exist.
Yeah, Ryan. If you're watching Mob Wives on VH1, if that's what you want to consider the mob.
Well, I don't know. I think the mob is still. I know they were dismantled a while back. but
Yeah,
I think
Brian.
they're-
There's
How do you
guys
say
that
it?
just
There's
go
still
out and
people.
Yeah, because in Sault
Right,
Ste. Marie, where
but
I
it's
come
not
from,
like
they're
what it
gang,
was.
they're
I mean, there's very
Italian.
small groups.
Yeah,
They're not extorting businesses. I mean,
not
it's
anymore.
very
Not like John
small.
Gotti. Yeah, it's not like John Gotti or
Yeah.
Ray.
Yeah, I love
Listen,
John
my
Gotti's
friend
daughter,
had
Victoria.
his friend had a friend that
Who
used
had a
to
friend?
hang around John Gotti. Can you believe that shit? I mean, it's
Yeah,
I am so separated from the truth.
No,
But
that guy
still.
was a heavy. That guy
Wow.
could get you put
Oh,
in.
He was the
Man,
heaviest dude. He was John Gotti.
John Gotti. He was.
You know what
Didn't
his
he kill
nickname
his
was?
doctor? Didn't he kill his doctor neighbor or something? He killed him.
Not
Oh,
that I
you're
know.
talking
I
about
don't
the
know
movie.
nothing about that.
No,
don't
I
know
thought that
nothing
he really
about that.
did kill his.
Yes, but you
his
know,
doctor.
Sammy the Bull killed him.
Yeah, but he was still a hit, and it had something to do with.
Yeah, the guy that
Sammy
ran
the
over
Bull
his
killed
kid.
everybody.
Sammy the Bull killed his own brother-in-law.
Yeah, he killed everybody. He was a hitman, wasn't he? Wasn't he a hit?
He was the
hitter?
second in charge, and then he
Second
turned
in
on
charge,
Gotti.
man.
His neighbor. Let's just go back real quick. His
Bye,
neighbor,
buddy.
2 doors down, that killed his son on accident. And ran
Yeah,
him
that's
over.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's you.
He was never found dead or anything.
No.
Oh, he just went disappeared. He just.
So-
Yeah, that's true. They disappeared. I thought he.
You could believe that they put a hit on him, or you could believe
He
that he
left,
jumped in a car.
It's hearsay, all right? Bada bing, bada boom.
and he just never looked back.
All
well,
this
never
for a
looked back.
goddamn lousy 2 G's?
Don't worry about it.
What would you do? Lee? God forbid. What would you do?
If what?
God forbid you were born in the 80s, you had your license. And
Right.
God, You found out it was John Gotti.
I should have been involved.
What would I do?
Yes.
Christopher.
I would be honestly, on my honest opinion,
Yes.
I would have went there. I would have said I'm sorry to his wife. I would have said like the day of the funeral or whatever after it. I would have walked over. I said I'm sorry. I would have said, I apologize. I didn't see him. And I would have given my respects. And then I would have went home. And then
Give her an
I would have.
envelope.
No, then I would have got my whole family together. I would have gotten a car and I would have left and driven as far as I could.
I
You
knew
know
that
you're
was-
dead, man. You know you're dead,
Yeah,
man.
you know you're dead.
Yeah.
So I would
knew
have went to
you were very
Canada.
intelligent. I knew.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, no, he would have found you in Canada.
Would have went and lived with Ryan Lever.
All you have to do, he had law enforcement who he could have gone through to find.
Oh,
people.
man.
Listen, I would have. I'm smart. I would have changed my name. I would have become a girl.
But careful, that was like that guy in The Sopranos who ratted on somebody, and Tony ended up finding him. It was in a cabin or whatever, and he choked him out, strangled him with a.
Right.
Yeah,
fucking,
yeah.
That was like the best hit that I ever, my favorite hit. The guy's like Tony tosses a rock or whatever, and the guy then the guy looks at the deer, and he's like, who are you? What is it?
Right.
Don't make me laugh, you.
Well, Ryan, I would have just had a sex change and came and lived with you.
So that proves that guy was in witness protection, and he got a lot of people thrown in jail.
But
Tony
what I'm saying
found
is
him.
if that was me, I wouldn't have gone in witness protection. I would have just left, dude, and went as far as it. Listen, they're not going to,
So
I would never have.
How do you
trusted the
guys?
FBI
How do you
back
guys
then.
feel about the ending of Sopranos, the last episode?
It was
Was that
fucked.
horrible?
It was fucked. It didn't it? Didn't it?
It was fucking crazy.
We all got
I was
shot,
so
didn't they,
pissed
at a
off
table?
and so let down and so in shock and so I didn't know what to do.
They
I
all
didn't know
got
what to
shot.
do with
Didn't his whole
myself.
family get hit? Did his whole family get shot at a table?
That's what
or
they.
something?
That's what I think. That's what they want you to believe.
Yeah,
but
they
we'll
said
never
the guy
know.
started shooting and then it cut or something like that.
No, there was no shooting. There's no shooting. They were just having a family get together.
And then the
in
men
a
were on
diner,
their way in.
and
weren't they?
there was all this paranoia. Guys walking in. Guys walked into the restroom. Guys he didn't know. They were looking around. All of a sudden, the screen went black.
Yeah, that's stupid. Why didn't they have a good ending? Like they should have at least had something happen, or
Well, I don't think they know. I don't think they knew how to end it. And
maybe
they
they're
just
gonna
said,
keep
you
it
know
going.
what the hell?
Maybe Sopranos
Let
is
everybody
gonna come
just
back.
decide for themselves. What it's like. Let's each individual decide how do you want it to end.
You're right. So
you want to
everybody-
believe?
yeah,
You want to believe that they got taken out? Do you want to believe that just nothing happened? They went on with their normal lives. But it still was a shitty ending, man. It was a cheap ending to a wonderful, fucking brilliant show. Excuse my language.
It was the best show, one of the best shows on television, if not my favorite show on television. Very well written, you were on the edge of your seat every fucking episode.
And that's the thing. It was so well written that the end just ruined it. The ending ruined it.
I
It's
miss
like
it.
they
I
just
wish it would
got
come
cheap.
back. I wish it would. Hey, Jody Arias, listen to this tweet. It seems that RCMP Ontario is interested in my knowledge of your illegal drug activity. These are my demands, or I respond to cops. You dumb bitch. Fuck off. She lives in the United States. How do you have any knowledge about illegal drug activity, you dumb bitch? She's so fucking brain dead and dumb, man. Like, she has no knowledge of anything. She's just saying, oh, Ryan does this, it does that.
Someone in chat asked me why I was mean to that guy Corey last night because he's a fucking idiot. That's why. Any other questions? Some guy says, Lee, do not sell out. Don't worry, Panda Express. I'm my own person. I will not sell out. I'll do as I please in it. Trust me. $200. Someone says, Empty Wallet says, if I get $500, I would think about it, but she doesn't want me. Oh, God. People take this shit so funny.
That's the greatest thing. That's what I think is the best about it. I mean, I turn this off. I go back to doing.
Who is this person? I like Panda Express BB13.
I have no idea. Panda Express.
Panda Express, how are you? Good talk, Panda Express.
Give a shout out to Panda Express out there chatting away.
Ryan, people on Twitter say to rat it on John the Magic Guy, though. I don't know what that means.
I'm recording her right now, so
Who?
not going down one, Polly.
What are you recording her on?
I'm reporting her.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, Panda Express, thumbs up. Panda Express double B13. I wish it said double D34 if you're a lady. And Robin was on here, but she left. Robin Gross. She's out of here. Hello, Robin. Hey-oh. I guess you're a guy, Panda Express, BB13. So if you have, in that case, I don't know.
My take on The Sopranos, I thought it was the greatest way to end the show. I'll tell you why. Because if they ever want to do a new movie about it and start a movie, they can leave off. That's nowhere to start. But they never expected James Gandolfini to die.
Yeah, that was sad, man. He did a lot of great movies,
And
too.
I don't think you could do The Sopranos without him. I think it's done. I don't know. That's my feeling. I thought he was basically...
Hold on, Henry. I got to give a shout-out to Empty Wallet. You know, it's the time of the show. We give our shout-outs.
Empty, tonight's show.
Empty Wallet.
9
Empty Wallet, Panda Express. Oh, Wise One. I like the name.
I like that show. That
Willie X.
Dominic.
Willie X.
Hey, Henry, I tend to agree with you, dude. That makes a lot of sense. What
Yeah.
you said.
Someone
about
just said Henry is obnoxious.
No,
Oh, shit.
You know, you're obnoxious.
no,
Mess with
what?
Henry. We come
I'm
looking for
going.
grass.
I'm leaving.
that's someone in the chat.
I know. I can't. Tell me who they are. Give me their address.
Give me
I
their
don't know who
address.
it is.
Ha ha! Maybe
Oh,
swim with the
shit.
fishies.
Empty Wallet says jabroni. Yo,
30
yo, yo.
viewers. 30 viewers right now.
Oh, my God. We're breaking YouTube records every
Yeah,
month.
I need to hit over
30 people and 315 million are watching. Domina tonight at 8 p.m. Be there or be square.
I'm not going on Demeter's show.
Well, I'm promoting it. You know
Are
why?
you?
Why not? Yeah, she's great. Give people a chance, Ryan. She would probably love to hear your side of the story, but you're too narrow-minded to realize that you could tell your side and people would be listening to you. No one would cut you off and make fun of you.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll go on there one night. I don't know.
Yeah, well, maybe if you want, you should ask Empty Wallet. You should ask them. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I can't speak for her, actually. I don't want to speak for her. But, yeah, maybe they would.
Hey Ryan, you know your last 2 links, Ryan, on your
I can't hear you. Somebody's making lots of noise. What?
your last 2 links. Only the YouTube's coming out on your Twitter.
Yeah, we got to mute this guy.
Okay, you hear me, Ryan?
What?
When
What?
your last 2 hangouts.
Yeah.
For some reason, and I'm telling you, somebody else was telling you this. I think John Mazza, and you just didn't want to hear it. On your Twitter line, where it says, where you go to get only the YouTube link is up there, not the Google Hangout. That's why I asked you to DM me. And it was the same thing with your last hangout too.
It's there. I'm just reading it right now. It's hanging with Lever, direct link.
Might show up on yours, but let me see.
The direct link is there.
Ryan, did you hear that? Empty said she put you on the air before, Ryan, so you could go on there.
Yeah. Actually, maybe not. Maybe it isn't showing up.
All right, fuck. You know what?
No,
I'm
it's
late.
not.
So
I'll check it out. What time is it on? 9?
It's on at 5 o'clock. My time.
Oh,
which is
your
8 o'clock
time.
your
8
time.
o'clock. Okay. Okay,
So
cool.
maybe you should go on there because she's great and she's a very fair person, but she doesn't really like Empty Wallet because he stalks her a little bit. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's there. Actually, the Google Hangout is there because I tagged Lee and Danny.
Oh,
Yup.
look, Robin's in the chat. Yeah, he said he couldn't come on. Robin, who couldn't come? Robin?
Domino bears zero resemblance to the grotesque character. Elisa puts spouts out all the time.
So, Henry, are you getting your popcorn ready and all your stuff for your show? For your reality show?
Yeah, about I go in around. I don't like the first 5 minutes when she's on screen by herself.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, do you have popcorn and everything?
No, no popcorn. Lee, when you watch Game of Thrones, do you?
I don't watch Game of Thrones. Never watched it.
Well,
Yeah, I
whatever,
never watched it either. I don't like it either.
popcorn.
I don't watch it, buddy.
I said whatever you watch.
Sometimes.
You're watching a new commercial with Gronk and Big Papi. Did you see that yet?
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's on YouTube if you want to check it out.
I'll have to check it out. No, I watch. I mean, I had popcorn the other night when I went to see Entourage. That's the last time I had popcorn. I don't really make it at home. I have it at the theaters usually, you know.
Yeah, no. Usually I watch it at home, so I don't bake the popcorn.
I will tell you a funny story about my mother. My mother is a fanatical popcorn fan. Okay, she runs the summer program in Boston for this is her 35th year, and she loves popcorn. And she bought an actual movie theater popcorn machine, and she makes it and sells it at the camp for the kids, and she eats it all the time. She makes popcorn like the real deal. I'm talking like the movie theater ones, like where has the big oil and it's crazy.
Big machine.
Yeah, it's like a real machine, like the lights, pretty crazy.
I've seen it before.
Ryan, they don't have popcorn in Canada, right?
No, we don't get that here.
You serious?
Of course they have popcorn.
I know you do, Ryan. It was a joke.
Yeah.
So maybe everyone will see Ryan. Maybe.
I thought it was a joke too until you said no.
Yeah.
No, but this guy Terry looks like he's in a real serious conversation. Look at him, head turned back from us.
It's his kid.
It's
Or
like,
something. Or his
yeah,
wife.
sure.
Or his wife or something.
Probably had to do something.
So Henry, let me ask you this, Henry. You go on. Why do you never cam up? Why don't you ever cam up? You've told me in the past you never did. Why not? You're a big fan.
I'll be honest with you. Usually during her show, one is I watch it on my laptop because I'm usually cooking by then, around 7:15, cooking dinner.
Right, but you can go on your laptop.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying I'm bouncing around, like, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
I really, like I said, I really, with her show, like here I come on and I talk. For her show, it's more of it's an entertainment, just like you watch a ball game. It's an entertainment.
Right, I know, but I'm saying, let's be honest, are you a little afraid that what people would say if you went on there, if they started bashing you, would that bother you at all?
No, because I never hit it. One thing I learned.
No, you're missing one, Henry. When anyone goes on there,
right,
people always are getting talked shit by, usually in the chat, correct? That's what everyone says. The chat. I mean, even when I went on there, the people always talk shit.
Oh, yeah,
would that bother you if you went on there and people would?
No, that wouldn't bother me at all. That really
That's
wouldn't.
good.
You know what it is, too? It's very close to home to me. In other words, he lives about 15, 20 minutes away from me. So I think that has something to do with it too. You follow me?
Yeah.
Are you trying to say that you want to go knock on her door and hang out?
No, she's a lot younger than me.
Oh.
I'm an old man, Lee.
Well, right. Old men like young women.
Yeah, but I'm a very realistic old man.
Well, that's good.
I don't think I don't try to, think I'm gonna.
I know. I'm teasing you. I know you don't, Henry.
I go your route like you do in Vegas.
You do what I do in Vegas. If you do what I do, then you're having a good time.
I have a good time now and then, Lee. I splurge once in a while, buddy.
Oh yeah.
The older you get, it's not really as important when you're in your 30s and 20s. I don't know, Lee. What are you? 27, 28?
I'm 37.
Are you?
Oh wow.
I honestly thought you were younger.
My mid-30s. Yeah.
How old are you, Ryan?
I'm 32. I mean 34. Sorry, 34. Turning 35 in April. 34. So I'm not old either. I'm getting older, but I'm not an old fart yet.
I tell you what. If you notice, I'm banking on it. It seems like the more the world evolves and technology and medicine, the longer we live. Like I remember when I was a kid, I think life was like 80, 81, 75, something like that. I forget exactly, but I know it's moved up, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was just telling
that. Well, medicine.
Yeah, I was just telling that to my godson. He at night when he goes to go to sleep, he thinks about death. You know what I mean? So he's explaining this all to me. The kid's young, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
12 years old. He says he has a problem. So I said, call me. I told him that. And then I was trying to tell him, like, oh, yeah, the time you get my age, kid, people are going to be living till they're 125, And I'm hoping he believes me, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to see the, you know, I feel bad when I hear him telling me that he's up all night crying, like thinking of death. That's crazy at that age to be thinking of death.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, man. I went through that for a while too, where I was scared that I was gonna die in my sleep and shit. Yeah, that's anxiety and shit and paranoia. Yeah.
All right, fellas. Well, I got to get cooking and get my
Yeah,
cake.
I'm gonna end it anyway. It's been a good hangout, and I appreciate everybody for coming. I'm gonna do another one later on, probably. So.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Okay, I see you. Talk to you later. Talk to you later, everybody. Follow me on Twitter, guys. Ryan_Lever, and sub to both my channels. Peace.